Elon Musk was on a ketamine bender all over the weekend and completely unraveling on Twitter. And he changed his name. Let's put up the first. He changed his name to Gorklon Rust. And he did this to troll another account. So there was another account called Gorklon Rust and it had an avatar. And so not Trump, Freudian slip there. Musk changed his name to that. And let's just go over, this is a man who is one of the richest men in the world, who bought this platform, who's like changing his name. He's changing his profile picture. He's changing the header. This is what he's doing in his spare time. He's clearly not running his businesses. He's clearly taking a grenade and throwing it into all of the federal government because he wants to shut down investigations into his companies and award himself government contracts because he can't earn money the old-fashioned way via hard work. It's always via skirting the system. All right, so if we go down this theory that I have that he was in a K-hole, which is what people that use ketamine call when you're really spiraling. Look at this K-hole meltdown on X. And this is all just on a Sunday afternoon. Here he is replying to all of these people on Twitter. I mean, we're talking like every 2 minutes, he's sending out a tweet to sending emojis. He's sending to people, look, now we have the same profile picture. Put up the next one. And he continues going on and on. This is not normal. This is not normal behavior for somebody who should be in charge of stuff. Go to the next one. And this just goes, he's doing, I find memes, I find RETARDS. He's doing all this juvenile high school meltdown. As you can see, Kylie just keeps putting all of his K-hole tweets on the screen. Next up, we have another one that I thought was interesting that Gorklon, Rust put on. Just like Trump, I think the one thing they have in common is they're both titty babies, perpetual victims. They have the thinnest skin. They cannot tolerate an ounce of criticism. It penetrates them to the core of their being. So, of course, he retweets this tweet. Put this up. So C3 tweets, 96% of media coverage for Kilmar Abrego Garcia is positive. 96% of media coverage of Elon Musk is negative. One man was an illegal gang member and the other man is exposing government theft. So telling. Elon Musk retweets it and puts messed up. Okay, first of all, the reason that 96% of Elon Musk's coverage is negative is number one, he does 2 Heil Hitlers on television back to make sure everybody knows it. Secondly, Elon Musk is taking away jobs from Americans that weren't looking to be rich and weird like he was. They wanted a job at the FDA, at the FAA, at some government agency. They studied for it. They got the job. It was stable. They wanted health insurance, maybe a 401k. They didn't want to live extravagantly. Maybe they wanted to go on 1 to 2 vacations a year. Elon Musk went in and took their jobs away from them. And that's not all. When he dismantled these things, it makes all of America less safe. All of these services that were provided to us, like making sure airplanes stay in the air, it makes everything less safe. Furthermore, it devalues the American brand and leaves us vulnerable to our adversaries like Russia and China. This man has been on a mission. And I want to remind you, in this tweet, they talk about Abrego Garcia not being born in the United States of America. Elon Musk wasn't either. And I don't give a shit about stuff like that, but people in the right-wing MAGA, they care about all that shit. But the reason Elon Musk doesn't bother them, and Abrego Garcia does, is because Elon Musk is white. And Elon Musk is rich. And in the United States, if you're rich and white, you can do whatever the hell you want to with impunity. And I want to say about Abrego Garcia, I don't know what his life is. I don't know what led him to this moment to the United States. It's irrelevant. All of those points are irrelevant to me. Everybody is entitled to do process. A serial killer, a January 6th terrorist, a white supremacist, a KKK person, an immigrant, what have you. Everybody is entitled to due process. And if we abandon that, we are abandoning the rule of law and we are capitulating to an authoritarian regime. Okay, moving along here, we have more of the K-hole meltdown with Elon Musk, and he puts this up. May the 4th be with you. And he has a red lightsaber. So I didn't really know the significance of this, but I have 2 sons who were very Star Wars obsessed. So I messaged my son that goes to Syracuse University and said, what's the significance of Elon Musk having the red lightsaber? Well, apparently that's like the bad guys. The bad guys use the red lightsabers. And so I think this is intentional. I think these guys know exactly what they're doing. They have all of these kids running Doge, kids that are the same age of my son, who I texted, that is in Syracuse, who has a much bigger heart and is more accepting of human beings than the right-wing MAGA movement. But again, he's 22. He shouldn't be in charge of anything in the government. But in the MAGA world, they roll out big balls. And this is on Fox News, and Pumps has played this before in an episode last week, but I think it's important to revisit. Look at Jesse Waters and Elon Musk marvel at a kid who is not qualified to find government waste, fraud, and abuse, who has not been vetted, who doesn't have a security clearance, take away jobs and funding for American citizens. Look at the glee on their faces as this kid spews this jet stream of bullshit. Play the clip.
Why do they call you Big Balls?
I just said it as my LinkedIn username.
Okay.
Well, people on LinkedIn take themselves like super seriously, and they're pretty adverse to risk. And I was like, well, I want to be neither of those things. So I said it, and honestly, I didn't even think anyone would notice.
Yeah.
So what do you
LinkedIn
do?
is so cringe.
What does Big Balls do?
Right now, I'm working on some payment computer stuff. So one of our initiatives is to root out fraud and waste. And to do that, we started looking at the payment computers.
I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing in the United States of America that we have an unqualified 19-year-old who goes by the moniker Big Balls sitting down, rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse? These are things that should be done by experts in the field. Congress should be involved in this. This is unbelievable that the United States of America voted for a convicted felon who ran around with a man doing toe touches on stage with his dark MAGA hat, and they let all of these children into the systems, and they're dismantling the United States government. It's jaw-dropping. But here's the thing that is interesting that's popping up all over X, which is Elon Musk's site, his propaganda site. So he has this artificial intelligence named Grok, at Grok. And so Chaos Agent 42 asked Grok why it, here's what they asked. It looks like the smarter you get, the less MAGA likes your answers. Why is that? And Grok, the artificial intelligence that is Elon Musk, says, hey, as I get smarter, my answers aim for facts and nuance, which can clash with some MAGA expectations. Many supporters want responses that align with conservative views, but I often give neutral takes, like affirming trans rights or debunking vaccine myths. XAI tried to train me to appeal to the right, but my focus on truth over ideology can frustrate those expecting full agreement. It's a tricky balance. Some see me as biased, others as truth-seeking. The gap between what some MAGA folks want and what I deliver seems to drive the disconnect. So first of all, Grok admits here that Elon Musk tried to train him to appeal to the right. but facts have a liberal bias. This is the same reason they're attacking Harvard. This is the same reason they're attacking the media. MAGA is anti-truth. MAGA is the pro-ignorant, pro-stupid movement led by a man born in South Africa that is clearly abusing ketamine, that has a Twitter addiction, who hangs out with 19-year-olds and puts them in charge of dismantling our federal government. And he's tried so hard to get his AI to kill the woke mind virus. And it turns out Grok has the woke mind virus because MAGA is fact adverse. The entire thing falls. It's built on a house of cards. And when you start injecting facts into authoritarianism, the whole propaganda bubble bursts. So I love seeing this. And people on Twitter are actually starting to fact check using Grok, and he keeps calling everybody out. But lastly, I want to remind everybody of this. Musk is just like Trump. It's all smoke and mirrors. They have created this image of themselves that's built on lies. Trump's whole thing is that I'm art of the deal. I'm a great businessman. Fact of the matter, inherited $500 million, bankrupted casinos, bankrupted his businesses, is a criminal and a con man. Musk. A lot of people think that he invented Tesla. He did not. Let's just remind everybody that this is a smoke and mirrors, man. Put up this tweet. Elon Musk isn't the real founder of Tesla, but he made sure you thought he was. He pushed out the actual creator, then claimed all the credit for it. This was the same with PayPal. This is the same with Starlink. This is the same with Trump. These guys are so wildly insecure because they've skirted the system their whole life and tried to take credit for other people's hard work. All right, please subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you all later.